On to my Aquarius. So you have the Page of Cups, Queen of Cups, Ten of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, Temperance, Knight of Cups, Ten of Wands, King of Pentacles, and the Chariot as the last card on the main board. All right, so for you, Aquarius, the Page of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the Ten of Cups, you got tired of dealing with somebody's delusion from the past. So this is really reminiscent of people that you used to know from the past who really didn't, their ego was blown up. Their ego was inflated. They didn't give you any kind of respect. You would try to get to know them. They were just acting like a complete dummy. And you, Aquarius, decided to walk away from them. So there's this comparison that a lot of you Aquarius have as to where these people who run game on you and all this other type of stuff, look at you now and look at how good you're doing now, right? The Queen of Cups, the Ten of Cups, all of this games that they were playing, the delusion that they had. How are you now? How are you now? How on point are you now? Comparing yourself to back then. And then you have the Ace of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. So the Ace of Pentacles and the Five of Cups now represents. So this is about how, now that that's the case, the Ace of Pentacles is people need to actually put in work. And then you have the Five of Cups. But see, this is the thing though, right? This is the crux of it in that sense so far. It's about how people need to stop trying to get over and just put in work. And that's not how it's built. Because see, again, Aquarius, you got to understand that people are spiritually compromised. People are spiritually compromised. To have spirituality is a part of having character. A lot of times people don't really have their own creed or their own rules that they live by, that they set for themselves. And even sometimes, every now and again, they break their own rules and they make an exception, right? A lot of times these are all depths in character, right? So again, the 10 life values, you have spirituality, health, family, appearance, dwelling, mobility, education, profession, leisure, and wealth. These are all the 10 traits of character. So when we talk about dating, right, is about both people's character, wealth class, and social class. All of this stuff has all of that wrapped up in it. All of this stuff has all of that character, wealth, and social class wrapped up in it. You understand what I'm saying? Because valuable people are going to get a lot of people around them. So you need to understand, though, Aquarius, that people who are compromised, they're spiritually compromised, where they're always looking for someone to drain. They're looking to consume. They have a consumer mindset. They're a parasite. Spiritually, they're parasitic. So they're never going to be fulfilled. They're never actually going to enjoy and relax off of critiquing what they think in their poison idea or ideology of what perfect is, of what good is, of what perfection is, right? And this is why it is that perfection doesn't exist in that regard. And it's only based, it's subjective. It's based off of what a person perceives perfection is because it doesn't, perfection can't exist because it compromises other people. It steps on the toes of other people, right? So a person has to show up willing to be able to reciprocate. And the thing is that a lot of you Aquarius haven't really found that person who is into reciprocation. They're more so into like trying to drain, consume. Because as you can see, if spirituality, which is the first principle that you don't, and everything must be done in that particular order and only in that order. Any other order, it's wrong. Not because I'm saying that, but because you need to know who you are spiritually, and even higher than spiritually, which is zero on a soul level, right? To then know who you are spiritually, right? Which is number one. And then go from there. Go up from there, right? To the health, family, appearance, dwelling, mobility, education, profession, leisure, and wealth. And the thing about it is that if your spirituality is compromised, that means that your soul is compromised, or you don't have a soul. And if your soul is not there and your spirituality is compromised, that means that you're not getting the wealth that you want. This is the reason why it is that when people want wealth, they have to check in spiritually. They have to check in spiritually if they want wealth, without an exception, by the way. So these people they have this consumer mindset, but what they don't understand is, though, Aquarius, is in order for them to be successful, they need to reciprocate. But people who play games are so scared of reciprocation, right? So the Temperance and the Knight of Cups, they got a lot to learn. They have a lot to learn. This is the reason why you got the Ten of Wands. Look, this is you walking away from these goofy individuals, because it's not up to you to teach these people how to be grateful. That's a journey that they have to go on their own. They have to understand what is the value in being grateful, because there's great value in being grateful. But they don't understand the value in it. They don't understand the value in being grateful. So they, with everything that they think that they know, and they think that they're running game and they players, regardless of who it is, they think that they're players, right? They know the game. Okay, you know tricks, because that's what the game is, using trickery to get one over on the other person so that you can get something small. Completely missing the point. Yeah, you got a couple of thousands of dollars from this person, but what your goofy behind doesn't seem to understand is that the person is a millionaire and you just get little trinkets. But if you were in a relationship with them, you would get half of their empire, but you stupid. So you don't see that. But that's how the mindset of a parasite thinks. It's either too greedy or it's too small-minded enough to see the bigger picture. It's one of the two extremes. It's never healthy. It's never, you understand what I'm saying? It's never healthy. It's never from a perspective of, it's never from a perspective of like, oh, like if I just if I'm just a well-rounded person and I have a lot to offer, bring to the table, then I don't have to worry. Because people who know that they have value to bring, they're not tripping out about being in relationships. So usually the people who are tripping out about being in relationships are the people who don't know their value, and the people who know that they have no value. Well, they don't bring a whole lot to the table, or what they do bring to the table, people don't want, because what they do bring to the table is turmoil, dysfunction, disrespect. And then you have the Ten of Wands. Yeah, like you, Aquarius, are walking away from people who act like this. Personally, I'm be real with you. I'm not really seeing a lot of you, Aquarius, really getting fancy with anybody. Honestly, I'm just seeing how a lot of you, Aquarius, are just you yourself, just like Pisces, is taking a break, like, oh, waiting for the springtime, letting a couple of days go by till the spring. More people going to be out during the spring. You'll actually get a chance to talk to some people, right? But for right now, a lot of you Pisces are healing, right, in your own living space. The King of Pentacles and the Chariot now represents how a lot of you Aquarius, too, again, not dealing with the types of people who try to make it seem like they're sitting on a pedestal, right? The only types of people who you will allow kind of, a little bit of, disagreement with are people who do what? Bring value. So you'll be willing to let slide the difficulties because every relationship has difficulties. So it is what it is. So a lot of you Aquarius see the bigger picture. You're not tripping out over you and the other person not getting along per se for like a few. If the two of y'all have a little disagreement, but essentially the person brings value to the table, of course. That goes with everybody, of course. No relationship. You're never going to be in a real relationship where the two of you completely agree on everything. That's not real, but you understand? So let's clarify the temperance. Let's clarify the temperance. So yeah, the Ace of Wands, Seven of Cups, Two of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, right? So again, this is about how a lot of you need to understand that what you've got going on is you'll have parasites who come to you, but a lot of you Aquarius, your eyes are pretty much open. Y'all already know that y'all don't want to deal with parasites, so y'all just continue to move forward, speak to somebody else, right? And leave them behind, as the Ten of Wands suggests anyway. The Two of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups represents, because these people who try to run game, they got a lot to learn. Because a hard head is going to make a soft behind. Somebody's too egocentric for them to get over themselves. That's going to cause problems to them in the future. Let's clarify the Ten of Wands now. Let's clarify the Ten of Wands. All right. The Knight of Wands, the Devil, Three of Cups, the King of Cups. So the Knight of Wands represents, to clarify the Ten of Wands, the Knight of Wands, right? The Knight of Wands and the Devil represents, again, the obtuseness, the disagreements between yourselves, and the downright dirty things that people who play games do. Don't even get yourselves mad about it. These people who play games, anyone, I said this before, and I really may have to make a video talking about that. People who play games are highly dysfunctional, all of them. Because by definition, you have to be spiritually compromised for you to, instead of you just get your situation together, you go, you know what? Instead of me getting my stuff together, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to act like a lot of my stuff is together. It's like, why don't you just get your stuff together? Instead of looking rich, why don't you be rich? Nah, I'm not finna do all that. I think I'm going to just look rich. So this is the mindset that a lot of the people have who play games. Instead of actually do the work to embody that, no, they'd rather just look it. So the Three of Cups and the King of Cups now represent, and yeah, you Aquarius ain't got time for that, okay? So overall, you Aquarius should just kind of watch out, watch out for the fakes. Don't feel bad when you leave the fake people behind, and understand that you will, if you keep looking, you will eventually find better. But you have to become very good at identifying the fakes, okay? Don't allow yourselves to get too caught up. But yeah, that's pretty much it. There's a link in the comment section called a link tree. Click on it. It will redirect you to a website in which it has all of my social media outlets and ways you can financially support me from my Instagram page. Okay. follow me on Instagram. Shout outs to y'all, all the people who have. No shout out to the people who followed me and then unfollowed me. Y'all are weird. Go ahead and check out my clothing store. I will bring more designs on it. I only have a couple, but I will bring more designs, just in time. And the more money that I get in my hand, I'll actually be able to create designs for y'all, or newer designs. I just want to say, check out the books that I have that are on Amazon as well. Shout outs to all the people who came through, bought those books. And also, too, make sure to leave a rating where you give it a 5 or a 4.5 or something like this. And write a couple of reviews, because this will help my book get rated higher, as far as Amazon ranking is concerned. And I, just to be able to help get the book out there so that more people could see it, right? So that people can have a better understanding that I am an accomplished writer. I may not be the best writer in the world, but I am an accomplished writer at the very least. And I am an author for real, for real. The third book is coming. Like I said before, that book is going to be a masterclass. I'm sure I'm going to have well over 100 pages, even though I'm on page 30. There's still so much to talk about that I haven't even really gotten to, as far as marriage is concerned, and money, and how it is that the two of y'all can build riches. But again, the only caveat with that is a lot of y'all who get yourselves caught up with ego, a lot of y'all are not going to be able to read it, because you can read it, but at the same time, you may not really understand or want to even do that. So in order for you to be in a relationship, like I'm talking about in my book, you will have to learn how to get over the ego and how to share with somebody and how to trust the person. If you don't trust them, that's a dub. The relationship ain't gonna work. The successful relationship ain't gonna work. And then last but not least, you have my private tarot reading from the Linktree link, okay? And that pretty much is my website, where you have birth chart readings, my private tarot readings, my wealth course, and my relationship course, where it has the time, how much time you're getting, the prices, a description, as well as the buy now button. Click the buy now button. It'll take you to PayPal, or you have the Cashapp cash tag. You could also pay that. And if you need any kind of help setting up a private tarot reading, then you can always email me, Kareemspiritworks@yahoo.com. So that's pretty much it. Thank you. I am trying to make my YouTube channel grow to 10,000 subscribers by the end of June. As of right now, we have 6,000, right? And 6,077 subscribers. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all, so you can be notified whenever I drop these videos.